everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video. And you guessed it, we're off to Cornwall again. We're actually going to head to St Ives first. We're going to stay in the van for a few nights, and then we're going to kind of pootle around. We've got an amazing week of weather ahead of us, so it's going to be lots of spearfishing, swimming, kayaking, fun, beach, and all of the good stuff in between. So join us for that, and we'll catch up with you in a bit. So we've come down to Godrevy, I think it is, Godrevy maybe, near St Ives. It's been pretty tough to find a campsite. Everything is pretty booked up and we don't really fancy the wild camping, but we have found one for a little bit later, but it is quite far out of town. So we've come to the beach and we think we might maybe go for a little snorkel and splash about, have some fun. So join us for that.
After jumping in the water, it was pretty clear that the conditions weren't great. I would say the viz was around 3.5 meters, which is not ideal, but still workable. Now I swam out and dived a few areas, but it became pretty clear early on that there wasn't any decent fish in the shallows. Now I actually ended up swimming into the breakers on the reef, and tucked into all of this chaos was a load of deep, narrow, rocky channels. Now as I was floating over these, I started to see some bass, mostly schoolies with 1 or 2 legal fish tucked in the school. And after seeing that, I decided to hang around in the washing machine, which probably looked a little bit concerning to any onlookers, but it wasn't like I was in any trouble. I was just trying my best to stay on the fish. Now, unfortunately, my GoPro decided it was all too much and packed up, and I wasn't exactly in a position to give it a reset by taking the battery in and out, so I couldn't show you what happened next. But, to give you an idea, I followed a legal bass through a rocky channel when it darted into some kelp at the end. I kept my cool and slowly made my way through the kelp to find him sitting quietly right in the middle of a sandy outcrop, ready for the taking.
So, back in from the dive. Unfortunately, the camera, a trusty GoPro, obviously not, kept freezing, but managed a lovely sea bass for tonight. So, I'm going to gut this now, and then we'll probably fillet this, and I think we're going to try a new recipe, which is like a Thai red curry, but with sea bass, so that'd be lovely. So I'll sort the fish out in a minute, and then I think we're going to head on to our campsite via our supermarket, and then start dinner. So Ella has very kindly set up camp for us whilst I was just washing all the kit, giving it a nice rinse. I think the plan is just to tidy up the van a little bit, and then we're going to sit, chill out for a bit, have a couple drinks, and then I'll set to making some food in about an hour and a half or so. Okay, good evening everybody. Ella has gone to a yoga class this evening, so I'm in charge of making dinner. So the first part of obviously dinner tonight is filleting the sea bass. So I obviously gut and cleaned it down at the beach. So there is our wonderful sea bass. So basically I think the plan tonight is to basically take 2 fillets off of this, fry those, and then what we're going to do is effectively make a Thai red curry and then use that as a sauce to drizzle over the top of the sea bass at the end. So I'm going to start by filleting this fish. So I have got a filleting knife and I did just give it a little sharpen. I won't lie, it has been a little while since I've done this, so you can shout at me in the comments for how wrong I'm probably doing it, but I'm not too precious about this because I know I am no filleting expert. To go as close as I can to the bone, popping the knife through here, then taking it out along the base of the fish like that. Nice. Around this fin here, like that, up to the top of the fish in there, and try and cut it away. Now I am going to keep a few bones in this, which I'm going to use the slightly bigger knife for, because there's not masses of fish, so I want to obviously make sure that I'm getting as much as I can from this. There it is. Perfect. So you join me after a quick shower, and now I'm going to set to dinner. Super simple tonight. I actually tried this recipe in a Thai restaurant in London, and it was really nice. I think it might have been Vietnamese anyway, but basically it's a Thai red curry, so it's super simple. Thai red curry paste, we've got coconut milk. I'm going to add some butter beans for a little bit of sustenance. Obviously a lime. I'm going to have some fine beans in there as well. There's a few chilies and an onion. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to fry that sea bass and then have the kind of curry to go on top, on obviously a bed of rice as well. So I'm going to start by chopping this onion. So little dice of the onion. Okay, so I've got the bulk of the curry on the go now. All I need to do is get the fish out. I want to dry it so that it fries quite nicely. And then right at the end, we just add some butter beans to heat up. And of course, heat the rice up, which shouldn't take more than like 2 or 3 minutes. So we're going to be cooking the sea bass. Obviously, we're going to be frying it, but because you want a nice crispy fry on the skin side, we need to dry that out. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm just unraveling them from the parcel that I put them in earlier. That's one. So we just want to pat this dry. I'm actually just going to leave it like this. And then, just before they go on, we're going to oil the back and a bit of salt, and it'll be perfect for a fry. So, thanks to some very kind Dutch, they have shared their salt and pepper. On. Leave a little bit, but not too much. Now, whilst that sea bass is there, a bit more salt and a bit more pepper. And I'm also going to throw on a little bit of oil. Oh yeah, look at that. Absolutely perfect. We're only a few minutes away. You can see, probably, that is crispy as hell. This is going to be a mega meal. Now to the second serving station. So,
better be hungry.
These are all our lovely beans.
That's enough for me, thank you.
Let's go.
Yeah. I'm hungry. Did you put any lime on it?
Yeah. That's actually really good. I was doubting it a little bit because there were so many beans, but
No, it's tasty as bird.
crispy skin works. It's still crispy.
And it's really quite delicious. Bon appetit.